Judge.
Well, hey, Posada's one of them.
That long in the grand scope of his career, more known to be with 2 balls and no strikes, but never got to win in Boston. Too had a lot of success in other places, but those moments with guys who maybe had better years with other teams. In 2003, full count on Gold.
I don't think it would ever bother him, really.
Right. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Goldschmidt, former MVP in the National League, and he hooks this one to a spot where Chris Taylor won't be able to
holding his hands back on that one. See how he's opened up on that, but he keeps his hands back. 12th double season.
Middle, but Neto was in a good spot. Past, even the homers are more prevalent than before. 21. He's been under that Mendoza line since then.
That guy waiting behind you. Strike, aren't you?
So with first base open here, you really no place to protect. Goldschmidt's 2-out double keeping the inning going.
This ball coming, but you can never count on that with Tyler.
It was not a fastball there.
Ball variety, but a cutter.
Grisham looked that changeup ball.
Cutter. As he tried to sneak a fastball in on his hands, though.
Aaron Judge behind him the first 2 months of this year. Time was called. Before.
Getting ready to throw the ball. He did turn around to maybe a pickoff.
2. Ball 4. So Anderson, the lefty matchup, and there is at least third base open here. But you have to be very careful.
Tyler Anderson, though.
Judge has only been intentionally walked 10 times this year. 1-0. Good changeup.
Run away.
Mentioned that last night, Judge, the second Yankee to reach base. He and Bruce in a Yankee uniform. Another good changeup. 1-2. Babe Ruth did it 4 times. What Judge has done this year, the only been on base once already tonight. And this time he laid off the chain. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Judge. Ground ball to short. Zach Neto has it. Easy flip to second and gives up maybe next
like
time.
I used to do when I used to pitch. Yeah.
Here's a chopper to short off the bat of Matthew Lugo. 1 pitch, 1 out here.
A couple base runners on from the offensive side just to give Tyler in.
Swing and a miss. You know, it's been interesting to watch. So elite, and he's won a couple of them. The pedestrian at best numbers for a guy who dominates.
When you're a pitcher going against him, your focus is best pitch every single time you throw the baseball to Aaron Judge. So it's harder to help, and then the pitcher on the mound wanting to get him out every time. Makes it
2 games that year. They did finish above 500 in the championship series against the Astros. Neto shoots one to right.
Great swing.
1-out single.
Really well. That's a slider. Down and in. What try to do. Just make sure it's in the strike zone. Those hands are quick. Pitching it out in front again.
The lefty Rodon on the mound. He throws to first base, thinking about
1 pickoff, couple caught stealing. You see, he was thinking about going.
Time.
He just stays back so well. The whole field uses it on that himself. Now it's always tough to put those kind of comparisons to half of the plate.
Power.
And that's the point. Not looking necessarily for power because he's a great major league player.
So he said Mark Grace had the most hit that decade, but it was Grace who had the most hits of anyone. So if he's thinking about it here, Shonowell's watching.
Well, he had a.
Neto has him timed pretty good over there.
You would think a slider or changeup is coming.
Ball 2 strikes. A swing and a miss. Ward with his 15. Rodon leaves that. Ball 1 strike. Well, we saw Ward's Phelps out with a couple of men on at the top of the inning. And Taylor Ward. Swing and a miss. Well, he's been tough. The Angels have tagged him for 4 hits, so they've gotten their base hits here. Slider was bounced foul. Figured it was coming, and Rodon left it in. There's 2 strikes with 2 on here in the 3rd inning. Ward sends it foul. Play. Goldschmidt will not have room.
Fastballs in the sequence.
Darno doubled off the wall his first. Ward strikes out. Got him more, but no runs on either side. Cody Bellinger. Plan B wasn't a bad one. The Yankees still had a lot of money to throw. Cole was going to be out, so it's been even bigger deal to get free. Goldschmidt as well joining the ranks.
I mean, obviously, for this team in that rotation, it's been unhittable.
League so far this year. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 8 home runs. He's driven in 32, and he's a good outfielder. Mets, it's a long-term marriage, whereas Goldschmidt, the Yankees might not turn out to be so bad. And there's Bellinger, right field line. It's Adele ranging over and calling for it. So here is Anthony Volpe.
Still pretty funny when you think about it. For
all have had good careers. Fried is kind of pulling away in some degree for that group. Here's Neto retiring his count
on the line. He still got gathered himself and get that strong throw and gets.
He takes strike 1, 12th round pick.
Good cut shadows. This pretty good matchup for him.
The plate, no balls, 2 strikes. Ball 1 to right. It says on the video board he
got a friends.
That's a little gamer, Jim Rice.
One of the most dominant. And he goes, no, it didn't. And a few other words. I go, okay, take base, Mr.
Rice with a shot to right. Well, there's his 11th home run of the year to get
for lefties against Tyler Anderson, much higher. 11th home run for Tyler Anderson. He created all that bat speed on that one.
He's had 87 home runs as a team. That's the most in the major. The pop-up. We'll see if it stays in. Shotwell's chasing after it, and he does run it down to win his helmet yesterday, but he has provided a lot of. It's the highest percentage in baseball. Yankees have a pretty high percentage.
Still, that's go back to that 20% hits or home run.
Trying to get that team on base percentage.
Huge.
Angels could use more hits of any kind, more consistently, and get more walks too. The Scouts ratio starts to tilt heavily toward the strike. Walks start to tick way up. We saw that in that stretch.
When Rodon has a walk in his game, he's got 26 of them.
Slow chopper here, easy hop for Peraza. Has time to throw out the experience. Play catch in the outfield, take swings in the Angels back. Visit angels.com/dadsday to secure your ticket.
Again tonight.
Finishing up this homestand for the Halos, they'll go to a road trip. And then they'll return back.
Season.
Right at Grisham. 2 outs. If you want to see Renifo get on base more and get some hits.
There, by the way, in center field.
Joe Adele fouls one off.
Knuckleball that day.
Yeah, that's right. Here's a little bouncer to the left side. Might be a tough play. Rodon grabs it. Jump throw. Bounced and in time.
Hey, that's a great play. Get a little Dirk Jeter jump throw. 5th inning. Wells leading off, another tough lefty with some power.
1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike.
My daughter was born in June, my oldest one.
None of them were born at that time, though.
No.
Wells grounded to short. Been fine. He gave up that homer to Rice, but the Angels on.
Pretty manageable pitch count, too, for Tyler Anderson so far.
It's 2 strikes on Wells. Grounder foul.
Let's keep that one down. Keep it
run given up by Anderson. He's allowed 5 homers to lefties this year. Facing the lefty well off home run on opening day. It's a here and it's a base hit falling in front of Matthew Lugo. Show you our Kia player profile on Anderson and his changeup.
Well, 0.1 hard hit percentage, just 18.4.
Line drive to left, right at Chris Taylor. He makes the catch. Red Sox are having a tough time right now. 3 games under 500 overall. 2.
Twins just keep playing good baseball.
Dart, just like last year. Also had a rough finish last year.
Baseball.
High pop-up from Goldschmidt. Okada grabs healthy. The Yankees have a good lineup, but not one.
About as deep as could be, but they've started to struggle.
Another going, and Darno will not even throw.
It's a 6th stolen base allowed by Tyler Anderson. None caught this year. And it's good to see that Darno was getting out of that crouch position to throw.
Ball 1 strike on Grisham.
Ooh, that's a pretty good pitch.
Aaron Judge on deck. We saw this earlier when Grisham walked. Balls in 1 strike as Anderson throws to second base.
Ended up being pretty.
Take a moment to go over it. It's in there. Brown has 5 strikes. Pop up from Goldschmidt. Chopper to the right side. Renifer waits for it, flips it, and then so top tier play came in the first inning tonight.
Going upstairs on a pitch and a diving goal, makes a diving catch tonight. This inning where he's 5 for 10 in his career. This is Rodon.
First hit as a halo. Series wins, but personally, he thought that home run that he hit in the pop. It's Volpe taking over and making the catch.
Up tomorrow a little bit too on the base pass, running, stopping, making cuts.
Getting that timing together against some live pitching.
Seems like a possibility he could return. Angels will be in. Balls 1 strike on Lugo. Ball 3. 16 at bats now.
You know he's got a lot of power.
Good cut at that.
Let's see that slider now though.
3 balls, 2 strikes. And swing and a miss on the foul. 7 straight. Last hit back in the 3rd. Each singled and then in 4 2/3 innings. Starters are 8-1 with a 253.
Pretty impressive.
Fried and Rodon have carried it. Leader in Major League Baseball offensively in so many categories. A ridiculous 183 points higher than the number 2.
Incredibly strong too. That swing right there.
The challenges of hitting 400 are remarkable, especially in this day and age. Than Ted Williams did that whole year.
I mean,
it's just with math. I mean, if Judge goes in 2 games, he's 1 for 2 tonight, and he's once Anderson holds his leg up for a while. And Judge strikes on the remarkable Aaron Judge. Swing and a miss. Strike against him.
Great changeup after the cutter of the pitch before.
That's he's 0 for 2 with a couple of flyouts. Bill Miller, the home plate umpire, to look like Bill Miller. Fly ball left center, hit pretty well. Lugo started in, has to race back. He's near the warning track, and he can't pick up the ball either. Bellinger goes all the way to 3rd. Lugo is out of
such a good defender out in the outfield normally too. Of course, in the infield now.
Now line drive, shallow left center. Lugo won't get to that one either. It's a base hit. It scores Bellinger and a couple of bolting New York. Now Travis d'Arnaud trying to keep up, and so is Carlos Rodon. LeMahieu will be back.
He's got a double play turn behind him yet. Good time to get that just to settle.
90. It's been his best outing over his last few starts. 3 rather. He was unable to complete 6 innings or even get an out.
He's going to go try to go on first movement.
Times he has a short lead. I almost know at this point when Anderson playoff scenario, teams would be more aware of. He can't really throw to first. 3. Volpe not running. Rice lines one foul. 21 consecutive series. That is the most in Major League history. Anderson with a throw just as Volpe was trying to get his lead. Full count on Rice. Volpe is running, and Rice hits a fly ball to right. Volpe's as Joe Adell is under it, makes the catch. 2 outs. It's time to come out and take his pitcher's temperature. He leaves him in during this scenario. Angels have had some fortune with their starting pitching in regard to, and they tend to go at least into the middle inning. A conversation with his starter nearing the end of his pitch count, and so Anderson stays in, and he'll face LeMahieu, who he is.
Tyler Anderson trying to get through 6 here.
And we're in the dugout during that mound visit. They thought a pitching change was coming. Mayhew with a fly ball off. Joe Adell moves into position and has that
play. He usually makes those plays all the time. Unable to do so, but just getting that.
They're now a few seasons in the major leagues.
Ready to indeed at some point pinch hit.
Be that potential for a big at bat. His 80th pitch right here.
It's a good take. That was pretty good.
Pitch on a slider at that with some late movement. How did he take it? The ball's 2 strikes on Shadowell. And that one is on the outside corner. That 3 straight strikeouts, 8 for season high in strikeouts. Big swings lately. American League Player of the Week for his effort last week. As he caught himself a birthday present here as he turns 30. Born on the same day in 1968. It's on Yohan Moncada. And that's in there as well. Strikeout number 1 will stand in. This was earlier tonight as Aaron Judge fouled one off. And Erica was able to just avoid disaster. Saved her, I think.
Yes.
2 outs with Taylor Ward at the plate. Ball 1. Some of the Orioles have. Ball and no strikes on Taylor Ward. He has room. And it's an easy inning for Rodon. He is retired. Tom Seaver, right?
Well, you know, actually playing stick ball, I was always wanted to be. I like hitting better than pitching. Believe it.
Remember the one in '89? I was a little bit more aware of. Well,
Eric, what do you got going down there? What do you
go with my namesake, Gooby, right? Erica Kane, because I'm here for the drama.
Yes, you are.
Should be happy the Yankees are here then. That's all they are. They're a walking cast. 2 strikes on Austin Wells. And a foul. Just the Ben Rice homer against Anderson.
In the middle of that lineup with Bellinger. I mean, you did her job.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Order behind him. And a swing and a miss. Harris strikes out the first. It was fun to watch Ronnie Simon having fun playing big ball energy for the Marlins, playing second base. 7-6 lead, and Simon made 3 errors. The Marlins pulled him out of the game in the middle of the game, in the middle of an inning.
And talk about the physical part of it because you play every day, but the mental part too.
See how much he loves being out there.
He's had a smile on his face, enjoying the game.
Game in the 5th inning, 7-6. Padres starting. The Angels look like they were about to win the first 2 in that series. Who goes chasing it? He's out near the wall, and it is gone.
Bat. And that got out quickly to center field. Get it out to center. That was pretty short and quick.
Barring a comeback here tonight. There's still time for that. Only still a few. Goldschmidt here with the count. 1 ball, no strikes. As Harris drops in. Carlos Rodon has been effective in this one. Looks like he might have another inning. And face good pitchers. They're going to have face pitchers that aren't as good. Center as Taylor gets in position. Through last night. Hope he got something.
Yeah, where has it?
Who would? All 1.
8 home runs on the season now.
Hadn't homered in there. As the Yankees find ways to win. 3-0 on
home runs. Along with 11 double.
Second time, Barry Enright will come out for a talk with Neris. His career where he's given up at least 10. Although he's never
only got through for Aaron Judge.
0-1 from 97. He's fooled on that pitch. Anything done against Neris?
He's pulled off on that one, making sure they're in their seat. See that with.
He's a superstar in every sense of the word, but he can't figure out Hector Neris. He strikes out for the 8th time in 9 at-bats against Neris. Now fly ball to left center from Darno, but it hangs up, and Grisham gets there. He has retired 12 straight. Shawnoel 3 innings.
Mind the Eagles have had pretty good success against him.
6 runs in a game here in 2023. That was his first year as a Yankee. With it,
direction on the plate on the arm side, and the slider to the glove side.
There was never a moment where Carlos Rodon lacked that. Maybe that wasn't cheap what the Yankees got him for. 6 years, 162, about 6 runs at Angel Stadium. Some of the Yankee fans were giving him grief here, but he's been a lot better since. He's been especially good this year.
7th inning, no walks.
Dove out of sight. For Judge this year on splitters. Man. Line drive, and it's Grisham with a diving catch. What a punch.
Judge was behind him. You get a lot of plays made behind you.
Odell. Important position defensively. When we talk about that, center field is that position. Adele pops this one. Converted infielders and Paris and Lugo play out there.
Players playing center field.
Guy with the most center field experience moved him to right field. He's not been able. The ball's 2 strikes, or rather 2-2 on Adele. There's Taylor. Full count now.
Let's give him a different look. Get a base runner right here.
And a line drive base hit will give the Angels a base runner as it goes all the way up the gap and right. His 3rd hit of this series. He has a double with 2 outs.
That was almost 110 miles yet.
When Boone heads to the mound
with a home run.
0 for 2 tonight. He's popped out for the Dodgers this year, or last year for that matter. Well, the return of Kike Hernandez plus Tommy Edman. And in there.
I think he'd love that pitch back.
Here against Rodon, his last batter likely. When they signed him to a 6-year deal. Just keep the line moving to bring the tying run to the plate. Chance to bop one out of here and even this game. And that's a right down for strikeout. 7 scoreless from Carlos Rodon. Close. Angels are down by 3. 5th inning, Cody Bellinger reached on an error by Matthew Lugo, turned into a big solo homer as Ben Rice and Oswald Peraza. Coming off his first Angel win. The facial Angels are off Thursday. For making their winnings, no runs, 10 strikeouts, no walks. Cal Raleigh's hit a couple of homers tonight as Bellinger lifts one out to left field. It's pretty well to Chris Taylor's got the beat. Cal Raleigh as Seattle's up big tonight. Speaking of Logan, head to the Big A Sunday Youth Jersey, courtesy of angels.ocnavigator.org. Volpe takes
tonight's effort.
Looked a lot better, as good as anybody.
Throwing 97 with his.
Thought his stuff initially would play up as Volpe. Curveball, another weak swing. Strong innings tonight.
Got a slow curveball, 74, and that's at 97. Another. Late again.
Strikes on Anthony Volpe. ahead with 1 out. Yep. Tyler Anderson also was pretty good tonight. It's going to be a tough, very good in his own right. 6 innings, 1 earned run from Tyler Anderson tonight. One ball, one strikes last year when Anthony Rizzo got hurt. 2 catchers. They hit 170. Fans use a couple per at bat, so the intolerance grows quickly. There's a strike.
See how tight.
0 for 3 tonight.
That was a 72. It's been 72, 74.
90. Runner going. Good pitch to throw on. Dono's throw is in time. Carlos Rodon out there anymore. He allowed just 1 hit over the last 4 innings. So we got that going for us, which is nice. Run game. 0-1.
He's got a changeup.
Weisiger had elbow surgery. It happened in the early part of last year. He's been out ever since. Just his 5th appearance, thrown into a. Lugo rolls one toward third, handled by Peraza. Throw is wide.
Work by Goldschmidt, but that's also a dangerous play where you get hurt as a line. He's able to apply the tag, but that wrist, the glove.
For Aaron Boone. 23, only pitched in 17 games that year. He's popping strikes pretty honest. Full of high voltage from the off. Scored a total of 3 runs. Neto leaves the sheet. Neto didn't like the call. It was a little bit low from Bill Miller.
Trying to explain to him it's
2 outs. Here's Shonowell. 100 during that 17-game stretch. Disappeared again. Cold offense here for the first 2 months. 2 hits tonight. 77 for Shonowell. He's been on base a lot, but better than that. Tonight, Luke Weaver has eaten up a lot of the saves since Boone doesn't seem worried though. A little big bubble. That's what he's got going. Strikes. A little tapper foul.
Aaron Boone a long time. He just loves this game. That family.
Had some gold gloves as an Angels catcher. Shonowell with a ground ball. It's an easy inning for Weisiger. The 9th inning. Did a nice job in a couple of innings the other day.
Reed Detmers though threw the ball really well.
To avoid loss number 29 here tonight out of those first 54. But this is 3. So when you get through into them as they go along here, depending on where they are in the standings. Right now they're close. They need to pile up more wins to really have a shot at the playoffs.
Side too. Starting pitching been solid.
Swing and a miss by LeMahieu. Jake. 1 for 3 with a base hit. Yankees have a couple of solo homers tonight. Right in tonight. The Angels have not scored in this game. The batter of the series, they have not scored since.
Go back to that game against the Marlins.
Chopper to Shonowell here. He'll run it to the bag for the out on Wells. 2 up, 2 down. It is Devin Williams throwing. 25 pitches for Luke Weaver last.
He have the plus changeup.
Weaver's only given up 2 runs all year.